Hello and welcome to this video on how to code in Python in 10 minutes. Python is one of the most widely used and versatile programming languages in the world. It is easy to learn, readable, and powerful. You can use Python to create websites, games, apps, robots, and more. In this video, you will learn the fundamentals of Python programming and how to write your own code. By the end of this video, you will have a solid foundation of Python and be ready to explore more advanced topics. So let's get started. Python Basics. To write and run Python code, you need a code editor and a Python interpreter. A code editor is a software that helps you write and edit your code. A Python interpreter is a software that executes your code and shows you the output. There are many code editors and interpreters available online for free. For this video, we will use Repl.it, which is an online platform that lets you write and run Python code in your browser. To create a new Python project on Repl.it, go to Repl.it and click on the Start Coding button. Then select Python from the list of languages and give your project a name. You will see a screen like this. On the left side, you have the code editor where you can type your code. On the right side, you have the console where you can see the output of your code. To run your code, click on the green Run button at the top. Let's write our first line of code in Python. In the code editor, type print, hello, world. This is a simple statement that tells Python to print the text hello, world, on the console. The print function is a built-in function in Python that displays a message on the screen. The message is enclosed in quotation marks to indicate that it is a string, which is a type of data that represents text. Now click on the Run button and see what happens. Show output of hello, world. You should see the message hello, world, printed on the console. Congratulations! You have just written and executed your first line of code in Python. Variables. One of the most important concepts in programming is variables. Variables are names that store values. You can use variables to store data that you want to use later in your program. You want to store your name in a variable, you can write name equals Alice. This statement assigns the string Alice to the variable name. The equal sign is called the assignment operator. It assigns the value on the right to the variable on the left. To access the value of a variable, you can simply use its name. For example, if you want to print your name on the console, you can write print name. This statement tells Python to print the value of the variable name on the console. You can also change the value of a variable by assigning it a new value. For example, if you want to change your name to Bob, you can write name equals Bob. This statement assigns the string Bob to the variable name. The old value of Alice is replaced by the new value of Bob. If you print your name again, you will see the updated value. Print name. Variables can store different types of data, such as numbers, booleans, lists, tuples, dictionaries, and more. We will learn more about these data types later in this video. Data types. Data types are categories of data that have different properties and behaviors. For example, numbers are data types that can be used for mathematical operations, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and more. In Python, there are two main types of numbers, integers and floats. Integers are whole numbers without decimals, such as 1, 2, 3, etc. Floats are numbers with decimals, such as 1.5, 2.7, 3.14, etc. You can use the type function to check the data type of a value or a variable. For example, if you want to check the data type of the number 42, you can write type 42. This statement tells Python to print the data type of the number 42 on the console. You should see class int printed on the console. This means that 42 is an integer. If you want to check the data type of the number 3.14, you can write type 3.14. This statement tells Python to print the data type of the number 3.14 on the console. You should see class float printed on the console. This means that 3.14 is a float. You can also use the type function to check the data type of a variable. For example, if you want to check the data type of the variable name, you can write type name. This statement tells Python to print the data type of the variable name on the console. You should see class str printed on the console. This means that name is a string. Another common data type in Python is boolean. Booleans are values that can be either true or false. Booleans are used for logical operations, such as comparison and conditional statements. We will learn more about these operations later in this video. To check the data type of a Boolean value, you can use the type function as well. For example, if you want to check the data type of true, you can write type true. This statement tells Python to print the data type of true on the console. You should see class bool printed on the console. This means that true is a Boolean. Functions. Functions are blocks of code that perform a specific task. You can use functions to organize your code and avoid repetition. Python has many built-in functions that you can use directly, such as print, type, len, etc. You can also define your own functions using the def keyword. To define a function in Python, you need to follow this syntax. Def function _name, parameters. Function body. Return value. The def keyword indicates that you are defining a function. The function _name is the name of your function. You can choose any name for your function, but it should be descriptive and follow the naming conventions in Python. The parameters are optional inputs that your function can take. You can have 0 or more parameters separated by commas. The function body is a block of code that performs the task of your function. It is indented by 4 spaces or 1 tab from the def keyword. The return statement is optional and it specifies what value your function returns. If you omit the return statement, your function will return none by default. Let's see an example of how to define and call a function in Python. Suppose you want to create a function that calculates the area of a circle given its radius. You can write def area _of _circle, radius. Calculate area using formula pi asterisk r squared. Area equals 3.14 asterisk radius 2. Return area. This statement defines a function called area _of _circle that takes one parameter called radius. The function body calculates the area using the formula pi asterisk r squared and assigns it to a variable called area. The return statement returns the value of area. To call or use a function in Python, you need to use its name followed by parentheses and pass any arguments that match its parameters. For example, if you want to call the area _of _circle function with an argument of 5, you can write area _of _circle, 5. This statement tells Python to execute the area _of _circle function with an argument of 5 and return its value. You should see 78.5 printed on the console. This is the area of a circle with radius 5. You can also assign the return value of a function to a variable and use it later in your program. Example, if you want to assign the area of a circle with radius 10 to a variable called big_area, you can write big_area equals area _of _circle, 10. This statement assigns the return value of area _of _circle, 10, to a variable called big_area. If you print big_area, you will see its value. Print big_area. Thank you for watching this Python tutorial. I hope you found it helpful in getting started with Python programming. Remember, practice is key to mastering any programming language, so keep coding and exploring new projects. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment below. Happy coding!